Hey guys, Zero here, and today I'm playing Syndicate. Now before I jump right into this game, one thing I need to point out is that you'll notice that blue bar near the bottom of the screen, and that the menus will be aligned at the top. For whatever dumb reason, this game changes resolutions between the menus and the in-game missions, and the worst part is that the resolutions change position in a really dumb way, so this is the simplest way to make sure that the mission window is centered and nothing gets cut off. So sorry about that. You won't really notice or care too much probably though. Now, as you might expect, this is another classic DOS game that my brother and I used to play all the time as kids. But as a kid, I never really got far into the game because of how long it is. I probably beat it only once, and every time after that I would just stop somewhere along the way. Oh, no, wait, no, I'm not insured! Aww! Yeah, get in the car. Pretty jacked up. Dude's just, standing there chilling, having a smoke, and you just gotta, hit his ass. Are you gonna talk or not? No, you can't make me talk. You can't make me. Okay, you can make me talk. No, what are you doing? Oh god, this part creeps me out. Creeped me out as a kid. And the sounds it made, it's just, you're just ripping his limb off and then just tacking on a fake one. It's like, that's not how you do it. It's pretty quick though, so I guess you can say it's kind of efficient, but, oh god. And then they just dump you right back off and prepare for mission. He's like, you looking at me? You get that camera off me! You get it off me right now! Now I gotta point out, I do not recall having some of the sound effects when we played this back then. I don't know if my brother will remember or not if we did. I know for sure some of it we didn't. So this is gonna be kind of weird. But yeah, and Bullfrog, they made some pretty cool games back then. One of the other games we used to play was Theme Park. That was a lot of fun. But anyways, to start off, we can configure our company. There's no point in doing it, but sure, why not? Let's see, we can change the logo. You got a bunch of different ones. I think I used to use that one quite a bit. You got dice and some other ones like, fist. There's a bunch of them in here. The lightning, I used to do that sometimes. But now, I want the yin-yang symbol. I gotta choose it, man. Make it white and black. Company name. Call ourselves Miko Corp. I don't care. And we'll put our name. My name. And then real quick, I'm gonna be able to save, and you can see from my full around runs. Blarg! Let's see. I'm just gonna call this that so that this is at the very start of the game. Alright, so let's jump right in. Alright, so you can see here on the map that there are quite a few places we have to go through. So there's a lot of missions in the game. You got some Australia, Yukon, Alaska, California, stuff like that. We're going to start off here in Western Europe, and there's no particular order that you have to do the missions in, but you can see that you can only do certain ones at a certain time. When we start from here and then we work our way out, so you can pretty much do any mission that's connected to where you are. You'll see. So there's no particular order, but my brother and I, we always kind of considered this as the final mission, just because I remember the Atlantic Accelerator being one of the hardest ones in the game. It's been a long time since I've done that one. So we'll just go ahead and we'll start off with Western Europe. There are 3 basic kind of missions that the game's going to give you. Like the first one here is an assassination. There's usually just a specific target or like maybe 2 targets that we have to kill. The second one is persuasion. Again, usually 1 or maybe a couple of targets you have to persuade and then escape with them. And then 3 are combat sweeps, which is just kill all the enemy agents. Those are pretty much the only kind of missions you're going to get. So the game is kind of repetitive, which is why I may not show all of the missions in this game, because eventually you're going to reach a certain point where you've got all the upgrades and weapons and there's nothing left to spend the money on, and then the rest is just finishing out the missions. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but maybe when I reach that point, I will cut to the very end to show you like the final mission or any interesting ones along the way, and just cut out the rest, because otherwise this is going to take way too long. But anyways, let's just get started with this first mission here. You can buy more info. It costs money, and I'll just do it for the hell of it. You can enhance the starting map, which is totally pointless. I'll show for the first one. It's like, oh gee, well thanks, that showed me a whole lot more. Very rarely is that ever useful. Let's just read through this one real quick. Mercenary camp. Assassination. Intelligence reports have indicated that an army colonel is stealing resources from your weapons division and is using them to equip his mercenaries. His base has been set up just outside one of our cities, and the populace have reported disturbances caused by his troops. Your squad will be deployed near the entrance to the camp. Their objective is to eliminate the colonel. Defense update. This is what you get, the kind of things you get if you buy extra info. Surveillance reports show that camp is guarded by about 5 militia armed with both shotguns and pistols. Target update. The colonel is believed to stay in the northernmost building of the camp. If he becomes aware of your presence, he may decide to withdraw. He must not be allowed to escape. Tactics. A single agent could infiltrate the camp and assassinate the target quite easily. It is important to note that whilst a shotgun is devastating as a close-in weapon... What? As a close-in weapon? It is seriously outranged by the pistol, and so provision should be made for both of these weapons to be used to their best potential. It is also advised that a similarly equipped agent be kept outside the camp for backup if needed. For this one, no, you really don't. And I may not read every intro thing for every mission like that. I'm just showing you how it is for the first one. I think the character names are always the same initially. Bush, Hicks, Dawson, and Jones. Just gonna real quick. So you can see we have a couple of things we start off with. There's the Persuadertron, which is what you need to persuade people. The pistol costs nothing. It's the basic weapon. Shotgun, scanner, and a medikit. I'm just gonna buy just 2 pistols for everyone. If you select this here, it selects all the agents, so everyone buys it. It's just convenient. Real quick, one of the first things you want to do is go up to the research. This is how you get new weapons, or the main way. There's different kinds you can research. You can see the minimum amount of funding you have to put in. There's the max you can put in. Automatic, heavy. You can see heavy costs a lot. Assault, and miscellaneous. We'll start off with the automatic. So that's the basic amount of funding. You can see how long it'll take at this rate, so you can actually increase the funding to make it go faster. Costs more money, but hey, it goes faster. So we'll just do that for now. And the other thing I want to do real quick is for the whole team, what I like to buy is you have not just equipment, but you have mods, legs, arms, chests, and all that. I'll explain those as we go along. I don't know all of them anyways. But right now, I just want to buy the legs for everyone, because it gives you faster movement. So that's helpful. So let's just start with this first mission here. And see this selected. That voice, I don't recall it ever being in our game back then. But anyways, select all the agents. These bars here, I'll explain in a sec. I just want to get moving. I always move everyone together. I never separate. The red bar, right now, you drag it to the left. It charges up, gives you more room of the meter to use. The red is for moving faster. The blue is for accuracy in your aiming, and the brown one is for auto fire. So it's kind of like, see, watch. So pretty much, it's like it turns on AI. The computer will actually shoot for you, which, trust me, you're going to use a lot in this game. Oh, where you going, buddy? Where you going? Oh, you're going nowhere! You can see on the map that was the guy that we were supposed to assassinate. And then once the mission is complete, you either can just press spacebar to leave, or sometimes there's an actual exit point you have to get to, and then you can leave. So yay, we completed the first mission. Literally, if you just run in there, it takes like 15 seconds. You run and shoot the guy and just hit spacebar, the mission's over. Gives you a little summary, how long it took you, because time flies pretty quickly, accuracy and all that. Blah blah. I never really paid too much attention to it. And so once you take over a territory, it is now yours, and that is how you make money, because you tax them. And you can see how happy they are. And you want to care, because if they are uncontent or unhappy, they can revolt, and you have to go back in and like redo the mission or do something in there to gain it back. I always raise up the taxes quite a bit. And I try to keep them at least at happy. They don't have to be very happy, just happy is fine. So you can see that this is the next mission we can do. There's nothing else quite yet. So Scandinavia. The milk run. Personal acquisition. Let's see. Let's just buy the info. Forget the enhance. Again, I'm not going to read all these now. You can read it yourself if you want by pausing. It's pretty much the same. It really comes down to a lot of the same stuff. Basically, we have to persuade both scientists. There's a sewer system. Yeah, do not enter the sewer or you die. Defense. This is the only thing. Sometimes the info is useful. Small police, okay. Usually the police are never trouble. Tactics, small firearms. The tactics, they don't really tell you too much. Let's go check how the research is doing. So you can see. Oh, I don't know if it said it. Oh, it must have finished midway. Research finished, and we got the Uzi now. So now we can actually buy Uzis. In the meantime, I'm going to now research assault weapons. Speed that up a bit. And for everyone, you have to actually manually reload all your shit. I may or may not cut out these parts if they take a bit. For right now, I don't really need to. I don't even need the Uzi right now. What I do need is to deselect all. I do need to buy a Persuadertron. You only have to have one guy carry it. So let's jump right in. Again, at the start, always start building up your charge-ups. Yeah, so if you go in there, you die. Oh, and I also use the keyboard arrows to kind of help move around the screen as well. If you walk around without a gun, without any guns out, the police won't bother you. I never really noticed that as a kid. I used to always just walk around with my guns, but it can be kind of nice to just walk without it when you don't need it, so that the cops don't bother you. Or you can just shoot them right away anyways, no big deal. Okay, let's speed it up here. And also when you pull out the guns, all the civilians, they just run away. So the guy is... Actually, there's the police over here, so... Oops, no, don't disperse! Okay, well, disperse. If you click on the center of people, they disperse. Oh, let's just pick up some Uzi while we're at it. Yeah, he's got a pistol, I don't care. Okay, so let's deselect the gun, turn on the Persuadertron, and you can also use the map to move. If you click here, you can see, sometimes that's useful when the buildings, the rooftops block your view. Oops, I don't know who I just persuaded some random guy. Well, let's just, there we go, persuaded the one scientist. And you have to actually be careful, these people can't, yeah, it's a random civilian. See, the cops don't bother me right now. The people you persuade, they can get killed. So you gotta be careful. It's like an escort mission where you have to persuade and then get them out. Sometimes they get killed and then you have to restart the mission. Alright, so we got them, so now we can just evacuate. So you can see as we burn it up, it starts... we start to lose part of our meter, so we have to recharge it again. Whatever, let's just run over here. Seeing there's the exit point, so we just have to get inside, as well as any of the people we persuaded. And... Mission completed. Mission completed. Usually, when you get a mission complete, and some of the more intense ones later on, you immediately spacebar. When it says, mission's complete, just get out. Because sometimes there's still agents coming along the way, and you might be, like, low on health, and you just gotta get out. Because it sucks when you're just about to finish the mission and an agent comes and kills one of yours. And your agents don't come back. So when one of them dies, you load the game. Which, speaking of which, just out of habit, it's a good idea to save in between missions. The first couple, you don't really need to. I'm just gonna... So this is in between missions. Let's just keep going. Oh, Scandinavia. So then... We'll bump it up to 35. They're still happy. Good. Always check to make sure that they're still happy. Central Europe. And then, and this is the third kind of mission. Combat Suite. Buy info. Let's see. Small town holding out against our advertising campaigns thanks to the enemy syndicate influence. So basically, gotta take them out. Into this, Very small, main access, transport provider, ground car. This is what I hated, having to use the cars, because there are certain gates that only open for a car, and if you don't have any cars, if they all get blown up, say, in the mission, you can't finish it. You lose. So that kind of sucks. So I hated those. I learned to I've better about it now, but I'll explain more in the mission. Little or no police influence, tactics, don't really care. Now that we got also, so let's see, so let's sell the pistols. And you can also sell back the Persuadertron. You don't even lose any money for it. So, since we don't need it right now. Now that we have the Uzis available, we should switch to that. Let's see. I'm just gonna... Because then I can buy for all. I'll just buy 2 Uzis for everyone. Oh! We unlocked the Flamer. Now the... What the heck? Negative 15? What the hell? Wait a minute. Deselect that. Why is it? Oh, now the cost is right. What the hell? Oh, here, real quick, let's go into the research. What do we research next? We'll do assault again. I always start with like the lowest cost ones. Increase the funding again. We don't need any medkits or anything right now. I think we'll just get 3 Uzis apiece. That should be good. Select everyone. Always start building up the meter. We're going to get in the car. And what we're going to do is, now, because these cars, they have terrible control. We can't just simply click here. They're like attached on rails. And it's just a real pain in the ass. So what I learned to do was, you know what? Don't take the car into the mission. Don't let it get blown up. So I leave it right here. Then I just get out of the car. Because you really don't need it. And I just don't want to risk getting it blown up. And like I said, you're going to make use of the auto-fire a lot. I mean, I can manually do it too. But it's just, for some of the missions, when you're just getting swarmed, it's just the best way to do it. Oh, when's the cop going to... See, this is what I was talking about with the sound clips. Oh, look. Ah! This is totally unnecessary, but I don't care. Yeah! Unnecessary destruction. Actually, real quick. A good idea early game is to pick up any extra weapons that, like, the good ones that people drop, so then you can just sell them for extra cash.
Police.
See, police, put down your weapons. Would they try? I don't recall those voices back then. Oh, you're just... he just got up in the corner. Oh, this poor guy, he got caught in the crossfire. Oh well. Better him than me. Where are you going? Get over here. Oops. When you're not in combat, if you can help it, good to let your thing start recharging again.
Selected.
You can look around and oh, there's another car. There should only be a few more agents left. There really shouldn't be much.
Police, put down your weapons.
No. Make me. What are you gonna do about it? Police, put down your weapons. Oh, there he is. He's inside the building, no wonder. Oh, see, and then when you're all done, it says evacuate, and of course you can follow the radar blip. It tells you where to go for whatever your objective is. So now that we're ready to get out, and this is why we leave the car, get in, and get out.
Mission completed.
And then you get out, and then you blow up your own car! Yeah! We don't need it anymore! Alright. Alright, first 3 missions are done. Happy, happy, happy. Real quick, we're gonna save. And we're gonna cut this one here. So, in the next one, we will start the 4th mission. So, I'll see you then.